Alright, hello everybody. Game 3 here between Sky and ReMinD. Game 1 and 2 were pretty one-sided. Not completely one-sided, but pretty one-sided because Sky expanded both times and ReMinD had no answer to it. ReMinD tried Mass Tier 1 in Game 1, didn't work, and he he tried to get Panda and Bears and Dryads in Game 2, but it got completely countered by Sky. His Griffins and Motor teams. Let's see what he can do in Game 3. This is on Twisted Meadows. I'm sorry, Terenas Stand. And most Night Elf, not all Night Elf, but most Night Elf will pick up a Tyrant hero like a Panda or a Dark Ranger here as a first hero. Most Night Elf do, but apparently ReMinD is going to pick up a Warden, and Sky pick up a Mountain King just to be. I think Sky's Mountain King is there to make sure that. He gains some map control against the Tyrant hero, but he's gonna see the Warden, so he's not gonna do much. It looks like it's ReMinD. He's gonna get a footman kill and a nice item out of the camp. Let's see what it is though. It's a certain ability plus nice. That's very nice on the Wardens. Warden needs all three abilities. Attributes. Who doesn't? But Warden is gonna be really crucial on Warden because she never has enough mana. She never have enough HP because she's kind of really over nerfed. I personally think, and she's an agility hero. So you need all three to be a effective Warden. Anyway, it looks like here Sky is getting level two as well. On his hero, he's gonna pick up a ring protection plus 2. Not a pretty lucky drop. Not a lucky drop, but. And it's an item nonetheless. Sky is going to go after this shop here, and he's going to pull some peasants. Wisp is around just to try to do some detonation, I believe, against the AM. It's a wall on until I don't think the Wisp are going to be long for life after seeing after a footman and a couple of militias being chasing again after it. Warden's going to get level 2. Okay, Warden just got level 2? That doesn't make any sense. I think I know what happened. I think the Asian War killed a creep. That sets the Warden back. Of course, you don't get experience out of the Asian Wars. Looks like that Warden is going to tank some damage against his Mountain King. A bash on the Mountain King. I don't know if the Mountain King has a boost of speed. Looks like it doesn't. Of course it doesn't because the boost of speed hasn't got cooled down yet. And the Warden is going to get trapped at the back of human base. Let's see if Sky is going to trap this Warden here. Put down a peasant right there. Yeah, the observer knows about it. And Sky just realized it's too late. And he's going to creep. Okay, he was creeping at 12 o'clock, so it was kind of multitasking there. And Sky tried to do some bash against that Warden, but didn't work. And a Stormbolt will do. Sky is going to get I think Sky did a Stormbolt animation, but didn't throw it because the Warden got out of his vision last second. 200 is out. We're going to see the same almost exact, but the similar build from Game 1, where ReMinD did use a Demon Hunter, get a 3 or 4 Wardens, 3 or 4 Huntresses, and then get a Panda and throw down a couple of lures and go from there. Let's see how Sky is going to respond. Sky is going to get a tier 2 himself. I don't know why he's tier 2 so late. And here's a Stormbolt and Shadow Strike exchanged by both heroes. And Sky is going to see that tier 2 from Night Elf because his farm is right there. And kind of side around. Nice rotate by Sky. Side surround by Sky and complete surround by Sky on the Huntress. That Huntress is going to be down, and the Warden's going to try to do some Shadow Strike, but he's going to be stunned. She's going to be stunned. I'm sorry. And Sky is going to throw down Watcher Ward right there. Not a Watcher Ward. Watcher Ward is invulnerable. That was a Sentry Ward, and I don't know if Night Elf knows about that. If Night Elf does, what can they do? They're going to buy a Dust Appearance and just to reveal that Sentry Ward. That's a 50 gold down, a 75 gold down the drain just for Sentry Ward. Anyway, I don't think it's worth it. If I were the Night Elf, I would just throw my tech buildings and everything else around, just away from that Sentry Ward. If I know it's there, I'm not going to try to kill it. And it looks like another Sentry Ward is going to be thrown down by Sky right there, and it's going to throw a Stormbolt, level 3 AM now, AM Mountain King, and I think he doesn't. Oh no, the Mountain King doesn't have a boost of speed. No, both players has boost of speed, so that's going to be good. Mountain King is going to use the staff teleportation to get out of there and get out of harm's way. But the footmen can't outmaneuver the huntresses. They have to be sacrificed one after another. There goes one. The huntress, the warden's about to get level 2. That's 3. That's going to be critical level for warden, because level 2 shadow strike and level 1 shadow strike is just a completely different thing. It more than doubles your damage if you think about it. 75 initial damage and 10 damages over 9 seconds. That's a level 1 shadow strike, and level 2 shadow strike is 150 initial damage and 30 total 90 damage over 9 seconds. That's like more than double damage if you get in tier level 1. If you got in a level 1. If you get a level 2 shadow strike rather than level 1 shadow strike. Mountain King is going to back away after getting his healing cell and credit potion cancelled by a bunch of huntresses. There's another word for huntresses on battle.net. Start with a C and it's 4-letter word. I'm going to repeat that. Maybe I will if I get a few beers in me. Sky is going to go back and perhaps do some shopping and just to be courteous. Still level 3 though, and Warden's isn't going to looking for level 3.5 after that camp, I have to say. And Sky is going to see it. Sky knows about that Asian war, so he's going to know where the warden is. Here he is. He's suspecting a creep here, and use the staff teleportation to come over. Mountain King is going to do a stormbolt on the warden. Warden is going to get out of there safe. Let's see if Mountain King is like a shadow strike, level 2 shadow strike on Mountain King. It's pretty deadly and potent, and the Mercs is being hired and it's going to be focused down by Sky right away. And another shadow strike to slow down Mountain King. I think Mountain King has to TP here in a second. Here comes AM. AM is going to perhaps do another wall elemental here, but the Warden is kind of low. But Warden can blink herself out of anything, almost anything. And Warden, the AM level 1 AM is going to be the one in trouble. And the Mountain King is going to do a bash, a stormbolt, a bash on the freaking Huntress. Huntress is going to be killed, and wow, Sky saved both of these zeros and prevent the Night Elf from creeping the 3 o'clock and force the Warden back with 2 heroes, a couple footmen, and a priest. That's how Ghost of Sky is. I gotta tell you. Oh man, I think everybody's gunning for this WCG this year for Warcraft, because I think the grand prize is I had to look it up, but I want to say $15,000. I want to say that, but I have to double check. That's a lot of money. And I think Grubby is committed to get it, and it's really not looking good for Grubby. For any orcs in general in this WCG, got a couple wall elementals are going to get killed. I don't think they're going to be dispelled. And what Observer try to show us the Wisp being hanging around at the Night Elf at the 4 o'clock expansion. Maybe Night Elf is thinking about expanding. Sky is thinking about expanding, but I think Sky knows he's behind, and he's going to expand with a level 1 AM, or he feel like he has a map control. The first AM shot gets dodged by that creep, so he has to do it again. I think Sky thinks that Sky thinks that he has some map control with a couple sorcerers. So against a bunch of huntresses at least, so he and a rifleman of course, so he can get some map control and perhaps sneaking expansion here, get a couple of towers down just in case. And level 2 AM is going to be out. We're going to see a Robo Magi +6. That's going to be sweet on the Mountain King if a Mountain King can ever get it. And ReMinD is doing the same thing over his end. Let's see if both players are going to throw down expansion at the same time. And doesn't look like it though. Sky is winning on lumber, I have to imagine, because he upgraded 2 towers right there. That's if he builds 2 towers and upgrade them. No, those are ivory towers. So let's do the math here. 50 plus about 200 lumber right there, just on those 2 towers. So he's really low on lumber right now, and he's going to looking for. I think he's suspecting Night Elf creeping at the 1 o'clock, but he's not going to see it, and Mountain King is going to have to back away. Sky is going to back away here to focus down on Warden. That may be a mistake. Warden is slowed, and she's going to blink. Rejuvenation be used on Warden. No spellbreaker in sight, so So Sky is gonna have to run. Level AM is trapped. Mountain King tried to TP to get the AM out of there. AM is gonna go down before the TP went off, and Sky is gonna leave his expansion completely exposed. He has to come back to defend, and the peasant's gonna be pulled off the building expansion and repairing towers. Nice blink, use of blink by ReMinD to get a freaking rifleman kill here. And the bears are is out. Oh my god, I don't know how Sky's gonna defend against this. Oh man, and Shadow Strike. Sky GG'd. I think Sky knows he's about to lose his Mountain King and just lost his expansion, and he's losing tech as well. He saw 3 bears in his expansion, so he GG'd. So ReMinD took game 3, so we're set the score to 2-1. Sky's favor, and we're going to move on. We are going to move on to game 4 on Twisted Metals. Stay tuned.